Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of Brown Girl White Coat. So as you can see, I am in a rather different setting than normal. As everyone is aware, this whole COVID-19 thing has totally just changed some people's world around a 360. So I'll just give you guys a quick little rundown of what my life has been like since, and then take you guys throughout my day. Okay, so it was around maybe like March 13th, March 14th. I don't remember the exact date, but that's whenever things started to change at my medical school. They were making preparations for us to take our exams socially distanced. So we were gonna have some exams being taken in a different lecture hall than we normally do, in a different room that we normally do, just to be able to spread everyone out. And then at 5 o'clock that morning, the next morning, they emailed us saying, actually, everyone stay home, your exams are canceled, and we're gonna figure out the next steps. When I wake up, my phone is literally blowing up. I'm like, what is going on? And then I see like, oh my God, the test was canceled. Oh my God, the test was canceled. What's gonna happen? How are they gonna reschedule it? When are we gonna take it? Blah, blah, blah. It was a mess. So that was the start of everything being at home. Honestly, I didn't think that it would. I, just like most of America, probably underestimated this whole thing. So after that, I stayed in the city where my med school is for maybe about another week or so, and then I didn't see that things were changing or getting any better, so I decided to come home. I decided if I was going to be stuck inside bored with just me and my dog, I'd rather do it at home with my family, where I can spend more time with them. And honestly, this time has really been a blessing. I have not spent this much time with my family like continuously since I've been in high school, and I really didn't realize how much I missed them and how important this quality time was to me. So while I've been here, I've just been like my brother. I've missed so many years of him growing up. Like, he's literally almost a different person. So I've spent a lot of quality time with him, and just talking to him and doing some outside things with my dad, and then spending quality time with my mom as well, like cooking and working out and watching shows that we like that we have in common, that we like, all while also doing school. So med school from home is awful. I absolutely hate it. I know majority of my classmates probably already do med school from home, because second semester we don't have anything that is really binding us to being at school for like multiple days in a row. So if they want to come on campus maybe one day a week, they probably can do that and get away with it, whether it be a test or like a one mandatory lecture that we have. But other than that, you can almost entirely do school from home, because class is not mandatory. Everything is recorded. However, there are some people who still go to class, and I think I mentioned this in my last video, that I do still like to go to class. Ooh, it's moving. Okay, I'm just gonna hold the phone now because I was holding it up against this like umbrella thing that we have, and because every time the wind blows, the umbrella moves and it makes my camera move, and it was working on my nerves. Okay, I had to get used to doing school remotely, because like I said, like I really missed the structure, so I had to find a way to hold myself accountable and still having structure while I was here. Really missed the social aspect. So I mean, I'm social with like my family and stuff, but it's not the same with my classmates, and like getting together for labs and for study sessions and just sitting around the lunch table decompressing after a lecture, things like that. That really contribute to the whole medical school experience, in my opinion. And then also just focusing at home is just a lot harder for me, because my family doesn't always understand, like, you know, I need to sit down and I need to study this. I need to get this. I have a test tomorrow, and they'll bust in the room, hey, let's do this. Hey, watch this video. Hey, come see, let's blah, 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 you know. And then also just, there's really nowhere quiet to go in my house. Like, everywhere I go, I can either hear like my dad if he's sitting outside, my mom if she's in the room, my brother if he's down the hall, or if I go sit in like the little dining room area, I can hear cars passing and kids riding their bike up and down the street, or I can hear the neighbor mowing their lawn. And so it's just really, I've had to definitely adjust and get used to just not having absolute quiet and, you know, absolute silent time just to myself. So that adjustment period maybe took about a week or so. Luckily, it didn't take the entire time here, and it didn't have too much of an impact on my grades. I'm filming today because this is my last week of my first year of medical school, and I honestly never thought that this day or this period of time would come by this fast. It honestly has really, it flew by like big time. And that's kind of like a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because, you know, I'm 1 year closer to graduating. Hi, Kobe. I'm 1 year closer to graduating, or more in the near future, I'm 1 year closer to doing my clinical years, as opposed to like the didactic years where you're in the classroom and you're still learning and taking exams and stuff. But it's also a bad thing because I really don't want to rush this experience. Like, I really enjoy learning, and I really enjoy being a student and being in school. And that was a huge reason as, you know, why I decided to go to medical school, because I knew it was a lot of schooling, but I really enjoy knowledge and learning things about, you know, anatomy and the human body and just the way the world works in general. And, you know, once I'm done with this, like, I'm basically done with school forever. Like, I'll always be a learner for, you know, for the rest of my career, but I'll be done with school and I'll be, you know, a full-time worker. And honestly, with my experience with last year being a teacher, I could literally wait the rest of my life to have another full-time job. Like, that full-time work is no joke. Yeah, I'm pretty much done giving you guys a little catch-up of what my life has been like. And so I'll kind of just show you a little bit of what it looks like to be a med student in quarantine. It probably looks a little different for all of us, but I'll just give you a little glimpse of, you know, how I get down over here. I'll see you guys later. I'm back with midday, or more like evening check-in, I guess. Right now I'm sitting in the dining room, which is like the makeshift yoga studio slash workout gym, exercise gym slash my study spot occasionally slash where I take my test. And just show you guys a little bit. Oh, Kobe, be quiet. Okay, so you can see on the table there's like my computer's up there, but then also there's some like workout bands, and then there's yoga mats in the corner, and the room has a little bit of everything in it. But it's one of the places that I can come in my house that's typically the quietest, and also doesn't have other people, unless my brother's doing work too, because he's still doing school from home. So yeah, today's been pretty chill, I guess, considering the fact that I have 3 finals coming up at the end of the week. These are 3 relatively like easy classes. The harder classes ended earlier in the semester. It's really confusing, so I'm not going to explain it all, but basically our classes were kind of staggered to where we took, I think it was 3 finals. Yeah, 3 finals like 3 weeks ago, and then the last 3 weeks ago, and then the last 3 weeks of the semester, hi Kobe. The last 3 weeks of the semester we had 2 new classes, and then 1 class that was like longitudinal, and it kind of went across the entire semester. So then we had those 3 finals on Friday. So they're a little bit more fast-paced because of course they're only 3 weeks, but it's definitely not as high volume, and the content are things that we're most likely already familiar with. And if we're not familiar with it, it's definitely not as involved, like having to learn mechanisms or having to learn like anatomy or physiology or anything like that. Actually, 2 classes that I'm like really interested in. So we talk a bit about like health disparities, and we even had like a lecture on global health and how things are happening here but also happening transnationally, so looking at like our spending on healthcare and things like that. So really interesting. I don't think I'd ever really want to go into like policy or epidemiology or anything like that, or whenever I start practicing, but it's definitely, I find that a lot more interesting than having to learn every single renal transporter in the kidney, in the nephron. That was awful. Why don't you guys come and study with me? Okay, so majority of the time that I've been quarantined, my hair has been in these twists, which is typically my hairstyle of choice even when I'm not in quarantine, but now I'm just leaving them in a lot longer because I have nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one to see. So I'm just going to show you guys what I do to help maintain my twists. I mean, I can't say that I keep them looking fresh because I mean that would be a lie, but I keep them moisturized so my hair doesn't get dry. So, you know, shake them out a little bit because they've been underneath that bandana. As you may have noticed, this is not the dining room of my house. I took a little break, detour, whatever you want to call it, to reward myself and get one of my favorite sweets, a milkshake from Chick-fil-A. So currently in the Walgreens parking lot. My mom decided to take the drive with me, and she wanted to stop at Walgreens to get something, so yep. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm in bed. I've got my bonnet on. It's about, I don't know, 10:30. I didn't check the time. And so I'm gonna call it a night, and you know, just hope for the best tomorrow. I feel like I feel adequately prepared. I really don't have any worries, and my last 3 finals should go off without a hitch. I'll just maybe watch like an episode on Netflix or something just to kind of decompress. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is about 8:15. I'm in the same spot that I last visited you guys yesterday. My test opens up at about 8:30, so right now I'm just eating a quick bowl of cereal, looking over my quick fact sheet that I normally make one last time. Testing in medical school in the beginning, it was a little rocky, just I'm trying to figure out exactly how to make it the most secure as possible. But so far, it's, I haven't really experienced too many technical difficulties. I think as I explained in the beginning of the video, the worst thing really is just like not having super complete silence. Basically, we use this thing called Lockdown Browser, and it makes us close down like all emails, all PowerPoints, everything like that. We have to lift up our computers, show our workspace, we have to show our scratch paper, and so basically it tracks our eyes. So if for whatever reason I start slouching and my eyes leave like the frame of reference that they first got when I open up the camera, like something alerts the Respondus browser and it tells me I need to like move my head or like shift my camera or something like that. So that's kind of annoying, just having to constantly be aware if I'm slouching or if I'm leaning to the left or to the right. So that's the only other thing I probably don't like about this. But other than that, like, the testing conditions are pretty much similar. We're allowed a bottle of water, and I don't even think any of the emails said anything about like what we can and cannot wear. Normally at school, we can only wear sweatshirts without a pocket, so I kind of just follow the same rule. I just wear my LSU School of Medicine sweatshirt that doesn't have pockets. I have 3 tests today, and I think they're giving us, like, it opens up at 8:30 and it closes at 1:30. I don't anticipate to test all the way until 1:30, but I'll definitely check in with you guys after I'm done, and the next time you guys see me, I will be a second-year medical student. See you guys on the other side. This lighting is weird. I'm officially done with first year of medical school. I just completed all 3 of my exams. It's around 1-ish, so about 30 minutes to spare. Took my time, really had no need to rush, and I'm a little disappointed with the results of one of them, which is funny because I actually thought it would be the easiest. But I was able to earn 2 A's and 1 B in these 3 final classes. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and especially whenever, in med school, really the goal is just to pass. So even if I didn't get all A's, I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna be a doctor anyways. Who cares? Whatever. So I guess I'll go eat some lunch because it is lunchtime. I've been testing for that long. And I'll use the rest of the day to just, catch up on some reading, some Netflix. It rained terribly outside, so I might not be able to bring my dog out to play like I intended to, but just get my life back together. Maybe since outside is opening back up, go get my eyebrows did, nails did, shopping, who knows. Not really much options to celebrate. Definitely not how I planned ending my first year medical school. Typically right about now, I'd probably be at like Rum House with a plate of tacos and a margarita in my right hand, and maybe a second margarita in my left. But, I'll send some love to all my friends, all my girls who just finished, because this is a huge accomplishment. Even if you had to crawl to the finish line and you feel beat down, like, you should definitely be proud of yourself. I don't know what my vlog will look like throughout the summer. I haven't really thought much about that, but I'll probably be doing a couple more sit-down videos with some tips and tricks for the MCAT. I know a couple of you have been asking for that one, and people have just been reaching out to me personally, wanting to be mentored with that part of the application. So yeah, you guys stay safe out there. And congratulations everyone who's in my class who might be watching this, or anyone else who's finishing college or finishing med school right now. Congratulations, class of 2020. And I'll see you guys in the next one.